you were here before. You said that Kate Martin is going to be one of the rookies standing top 3 in the Rookie of the Year race. Now, some things have changed. The landscape has changed. Cameron Brink probably would have been someone in that conversation. I don't know if she would have won, but as I mentioned earlier, sadly, Cameron Brink tore her ACL, and so her season is done. We are wishing and praying the best for Cameron Brink. I know she's going to come back stronger. So Cameron Brink will not be one of those people in the discussion. And at the time when we first spoke about Rookie of the Year, I thought that she was the front runner at that time when we spoke. Okay. Now, since that, some things have changed. Aaliyah Edwards has played really well. Rakia Jackson has had some really great games, and she's starting, so she's still someone to watch for. But I think right now, this is a 2-woman race between Angel and Caitlin. Yeah. And I think it's going to remain like that for the season. And I think it's going to be one of those two. But are you're shaking your head, so it seems like you agree with me. But do you think there's anyone who can challenge that?
Challenge Caitlin and Angel?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. I can't do my Kate Martin propaganda today in this situation. We really have to go deep on Angel and Caitlin because you're right. Like, it's between the two of them. And I think Angel has the edge right now. Right now. And I want to emphasize right now because this could change at any moment, but we just kind of have to, like, deal with the cards that we've been dealt, which is that right now, she's the only rookie in the league above 20 minutes per game with a positive net rating. That's huge. Okay, yes. See, we might not have been seeing eye to eye before, but now we're right here. We're right here.
Okay? But you're the one who said you love when we don't see eye to eye. So
I changed my mind. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. But yeah, so there's that, and there's also like she's making genuinely making the Sky better. Okay, like I saw somebody say that there's 16 points per 100 possessions better when she's on the floor. Like, and that's why that was what drove my Kate Martin propaganda, which was like the aces were clearly better when she was on the floor. Now we've moved past that, but I'm just trying to justify later.
Never justified.
But I'm trying to just clarify. But like that is the same logic that's driving my narrative today. Like if I'm pushing Angel Reese as Rookie of the Year, it's because that she's making the Sky better, and it's like. It's historic. I mean, we talk about how this is probably another thing that you were going to bring up, but first rookie with 25 points and 15 rebounds Sunday night since A'ja Wilson.
A'ja Wilson!
So, and just, a quick history lesson. A'ja Wilson was the unanimous MVP in 2018 after having done that and a bunch of other great stuff. But if Angel Reese keeps stacking performances like this one, then she is bound for a similar trajectory. If. These are all ifs and nows and whatever, but that's where I stand currently.
Yeah, I mean, look, when your name is being mentioned with A'ja Wilson, right? That's very elite company to be in, right?
Oh, yes.
And so...
But there are lots of arguments that you can make that are similar for Caitlin Clark. Like, we talked about the 13 assists being a franchise record. She is doing a lot of stuff. Whenever you look at stats and the way she's stacking up, it's always since Candace Parker. Caitlin Clark is also doing amazing stuff and having a great rookie season. But I just think that right now, Angel Reese has the edge.
Yeah, for sure. On the season, I just want to look here because I feel like we're saying, okay, it's Angels, and you said a lot of really, really great things about her. Because I do think that's important for people to recognize that voters do look at stuff like that. But sometimes like those kinds of advanced metrics and things like that, people sometimes can get confused by them or whatever. So I think it is important though to point out, because Angel Reese is not only doing those things that like don't just show up in the box score, but she's averaging 13.2 points, 11.1 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the 2 assists may not seem like a big deal, but at her position, it is a big deal, right? So, like we already mentioned yesterday, 25 and 16 yesterday. That's just incredible. 8 of 12 too. And it's the efficiency. And I think the efficiency is important, but it's interesting because I feel like all season, a lot of people have been trying to get on Angel's efficiency and saying she's not efficient. And she wasn't finishing around the rim that well. And yesterday when she was giving a bunch of her different quotes, she talked about the fact that she worked on it. Like, she watched film, she watched tape, and her exact quote is actually, "I was struggling with it, but now I'm perfecting it." Okay, like, she was full of bars yesterday.
Yeah.
And so I think that's important because I don't think it's a coincidence. And I'm not saying it's going to always be 8 of 12, but I don't think it's a coincidence that she was efficient yesterday. And also, like, Teresa Witherspoon has been encouraging Angel to shoot more.
Yeah.
Mid-ranges, because she's like, it's the same distance as free throw, and her free throw shooting is up. And I think that's really important because she's been excellent free throw shooting the last few games as well. And if that's going to continue and she's going to shoot like that, right, the other stuff is going to come. But I just think it's important. So these criticisms of her efficiency were honestly, Caitlin Clark hasn't been that efficient. So, I'm not saying that like she won't be. I think her 3-point shot is going to come back. Of course, she's a very good shooter, but I'm just saying, I think it's unfair to criticize Angel for any efficiency when they both are struggling a little bit with their efficiency, but they're each getting better. So I just wanted people to know what her raw stats are on the season. And when you consider the position that she plays, she has such good court vision. So to even be averaging 2 assists a game is really great. She's averaging a double-double, Callie, 13 and 11. She's averaging a double-double. And what does she have? 8 now, I think. So she continues that streak of having the most double-doubles consecutively as a WNBA rookie. And now she's taking the lead. And so as many games as she gets of that to continue, that's going to be her record. And that's really impressive. So I do think she's winning. I do think she's winning the race, for all the reasons that you cited, those deeper analytics about impact. But also she has the raw stats as well, the counting stats.
Yeah, I mean, I think honorable mention for Clark, she also has a significant amount of double-doubles on this season. I thought I saw someone say that it's like the most by a rookie guard since 97, maybe. So like, she is also producing at a really impressive clip, but like you said, it's just maybe not as efficient. And right now, Angel has shown improvement in that area.
And it depends on how you measure efficiency, right? If you're like an advanced stat geek and you look at things like true shooting, she's pretty efficient because that factors in your free throws, and she's been excellent at the free throw line. And she's pretty good on her twos. It's really her 3-point shot where she's struggling. That's her bread and butter, right? And so she just hasn't shot the 3 ball as efficiently as she can, but I think she will. So, and she's gotten the turnovers down, but she still needs to work on that. So look, I think what Caitlin's been doing lately, her court vision remains excellent. Her passing is top notch. And like I said, you're just seeing her, like, now that her and Aaliyah Boston are picking up on the pick and roll together, they look really good together, right? So Caitlin's only going to continue to look better, but so is Angel Reese. So I agree with you. And I expect when they do come out with the June player, is it Rookie of the Month or Player of the Month? Which is the one that Caitlin won last month? It's Rookie, right?
The Rookie of the Month.
Yeah. So I think Angel Reese is going to get it this month for June. And I agree with you. I think it's a very close race. So when we say that, let me not speak for you. When I say I think Angel is in the lead, I think it's a slim margin. I think Caitlin has been really, really great lately. And so I think that's why I said I think if only one team ends up making the playoffs, that could be one of the deciding factors, which rookie got their team to the playoffs.
I think you're so right. So right. And honestly, that is going to the discourse that we were dealing with those first 2 Fever Sky matchups, Rookie of the Year. Oh my God.
If it goes to anyone but Caitlin Clark.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is going to be a hot mess. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to brace for that. I mean, not brace for it. We don't know what's gonna happen, but just prepare, you know.
Okay. Well, we'll see. But there you have it. We both think that right now, Angel Reese is the front runner for Rookie of the Year.
Stamp it.